Okay. I don't know what I've got myself into, but let's go for it. Hey there, everyone. This is Onika, and to make a long story short, I'm sure a lot of you know that in the near future, it might be a possibility that I'm going to have to do videos. A lot of videos that involve me talking to my computer screen and essentially no one else. As you all know, I'm very comfortable with streaming, but for those who have had the displeasure of seeing the original Patreon video, which is still up, I'm a little nervous when it comes to stuff like this. So I figured I need as much practice as I can get. So let's just do something that's probably a terrible train wreck of an idea and get the best practice I know how. So here we are. It's my main man, Knuckles. This is Knuckles the Echidna in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released in 1992 for the Sega Mega Drive, or Genesis if you are an American like I am. Sonic & Knuckles was later released in 1994, also for the Sega Genesis. And it had a very interesting thing about it, which isn't just Knuckles here, but is the fact that it could lock on to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and form, of course, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. A lesser-known but still widely loved feature is that it could also lock on to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and allow you to play as Knuckles, as we see here, in Sonic 2. As you can see in Knuckles, he can run, he can jump, he can grab rings, he can kill fish. His jump, however, is a little lower than Sonic's. But to make up for it, we can ram into a spike. No, that's not a good idea. To make up for it, though, Knuckles can glide and run right into a fireball, as I'm demonstrating gameplay mechanics. He's well known for that. But the cool thing about this glide is, if you collide with a wall, as such, you can climb up and down walls. So even though he has a little less mobility than Sonic, he actually gains a little bit of mobility through his ability to climb and glide, which allows you to find interesting things, which you might think that's just a glitch, but no, it's a hidden ring box. So I guess I'll run through this a little bit and just try and get used to commentary and explaining what's happening on a screen, because as fun as it is to make fun of bad Let's Plays, this is actually pretty difficult. So yeah, let's just go for it. This is, of course, as you saw, Emerald Hill. It's the first stage. It's very rompy level, not very difficult. Very hold right to win. You see, it's taken me about 2 minutes to beat it, but you can beat this in about 30 seconds. It's not a very hard stage. We did it. We got through. And I believe no continues in Act 1. Ah. Emerald 2. Once again, now I'm going to get hit here probably. Oh no. Good. I almost always get hit there. Ah ha ha. See, that's karma. That is instant karma. If you celebrate your own ability, you will just get impaled by things. That's actually the definition of karma if you look it up. See? It's right there. It's that monkey. That is the karma monkey. This isn't necessarily supposed to be perfect play or a speed run, but just, a little romp through. I always liked this 3D effect on that thing. So here's the first boss of the game, and it's kind of a pushover. It's almost impossible to get hit by this guy, seeing as, he just goes back and forth. And, you can jump. You really have to just kind of just be sitting there. And there he goes. Goodbye. Goodbye, strange drill car contraption. And that's it. That is, that's Emerald Hill Zone. Now, because this would be an incredibly short video, if I just did Emerald Hill, I am going to go through the next zone as well. because it's actually my second favorite level in any Sonic game, Chemical Plant Zone. The music's groovy, the visuals are cool, and it's a very fast-paced level, if I can actually, you know, manage to not play super terribly. There's that glide coming in handy. And the spin dash, I'm not sure I mentioned, that was an addition to Sonic 2. A lot of people kind of argue that it took away the momentum basis of the game, but I kind of disagree because Sonic 2 removed a speed cap that Sonic 1 had, so it doesn't so much... There's some momentum there. It doesn't so much negate the idea of building up speed as it sort of intensifies it, you know, allow you to get a higher speed earlier on and maintain that speed. So, as I mentioned, Knuckles, he can climb up walls. This is a pretty big shortcut right here. This is well known amongst Sonic 2 and Knuckles players. And you also get a nice little life. The interesting thing is that was not added to this version of the game. If you glitch or hack your way up here in vanilla Sonic 2, that life is there. But Knuckles, being a dirty cheater, you know, can just make very short work of Act 1. There's my continue. I wonder why I didn't get it in Emerald Hill. Oh well. Chemical Plant Act 2 is not as nice. Not as nice as Act 1. It's still very speed-based, you know, very thrilling to run through. But there's some nasty... Whoa. Ooh. Some nasty critters. Such as these spiders. No, spiders are nice. Always be kind to spiders and they'll be kind to you. It's a life lesson from Knuckles, the super cool guy. Man, I love the music is always so good in this stage. There's also a lot of background animation going on, which at the time was super impressive and still looks super neat. Oh yeah, that is the one with the ring. Just grab it. I'm looking at my recording now, and I always forgot, Sonic 2 shields really look really bad in recordings. The game runs at 60 frames per second, so it has this really cool flicker effect. Whoa! And there's the stage being cruel, like I mentioned. It's very easy to die there through your own stupidity and just building up a little too much speed. But I'm glad I got that on camera. Super professional quality gameplay. Would you believe that I played this game a lot as a kid? Because it doesn't seem like it. I guess that is one of the draws of the Sonic series and platformers in general, is that rather than, you know, fighting games, which of course I'm involved in, rather than your opponent being another character or another player, the main enemy really is the stage and the ways the stage itself is trying to murder you. So the stage has a lot of character in its own, in a good platformer at least. And I feel like Chemical Plant... Ooh, let's slow down a little bit there. Chemical Plant definitely has a lot of character to it. Very industrial sort of look. Okay, so now we're taking a slightly different path. And if I go down here, which is a lot easier with Knuckles, there is a friendly little one-up. That one-up has both saved and doomed me many times running through this game as Sonic. Because again, Sonic doesn't have this handy little glide that essentially makes him a gigantic cheater. You know, Knuckles, he is rougher than the rest of them and, you know, rumored to be the best of them. But all memes aside, he is probably one of the more busted characters in the earlier games, just because of his abilities to just kind of trivialize almost all platforming. Like this, trivialized. Absolutely, absolutely trivialized. And, oh, we got weird camera. So either I'm going to fly over this, or nope, I'm going to fall in it. Yep. This game's a little wacky. Oh, Knuckles' jump is a little wacky, too. I mentioned before, it is lower than Sonic's jump, so Sonic can jump up there with ease. Knuckles, again, you have to kind of use his abilities there. Which does make running through this game very, very fun. The fact that, you know, Knuckles is able to run through it is pretty amazing. Also, here's the second boss. I don't really get him. He's weird. He tries to drop this goop on you. Not very effective. And, yep, kind of chumped out. So, there we go. That is Chemical Plant 2, and that's going to be the end of this little test video. I am probably going to upload this, as you know, because you're probably watching it right now. I don't know why I would even clarify that. But, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Now, I might do some more if I feel like I need a little more practice with this sort of thing, but I feel like this went well, and hopefully look forward to other videos people are going to make me do in the future. But no, I am, this was fun, and I'll probably do this again. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.